Good evening everyone, and welcome to the IGTL Multi class. This is season 1 race 5 here at the at Monza, or as we should call it, the Luqman-ali de Monza. So for the multi class this evening we've got 2 races for you. The first race, which is the 40-minute race, that'll be starting after qualifying. So at the moment we're looking at maybe having a stud check coming up. Then we'll be hitting into qualifying. That lasts for a quarter of an hour. Then the race, 40-minute race. Then after that there's a bonus race as well. This race is a lot of fun. I suggest sticking around and watching right till the end. With the bonus race features slipstream and the boost is set to strong. And that will be raced around Sabuca circuit in 9300s. So yes, the multi-class, for you that aren't familiar with the multi-class, we have both GR1 and GR3 cars racing on the same track. So in the GR1 cars, they're represented by Audi, Porsche, Nissan, 2 Toyotas and Peugeot. Then your drivers in those cars will be Fabuki, Crazy Bollocks, MJ Walter, Vitamin G, Crazy and Parker. And racing in your GR3s this evening, we have Gad Gaming, ERT Hunty, Foxy, ERT M3 Guy, Hansa, BJ Robbo, Indice and Herbie. We know that Racer Tay is actually subbing in this evening. We'll have updates as we go. Obviously a few racers trying to get in for the stud check, some that are just going to make it for the first race. So we'll wait for stud check to come along. Always enjoy a nice stud check. Can either go 2 ways. It'll either go all to wizard on the start line, or at least we might get a bit of a night donner on the first corner. So Racer Tay showing us how to wear down the tyres. Nice donuts there in the car park. It's like being in the centre of Trowbridge again. Let's have a run through of some of the liveries on the cars as we go through. Or not. Let's have the fun of the stud check. So you would expect the first 6 cars to be the GR1s and GR3s behind. Otherwise it's going to get quite tasty on that start grid. We'll wait, yep. Fabuki using the old rear bumper trick at the start there. So I believe that's Racer Tay replacing Crazy in a Toyota hybrid. Oh no, so people start to drop out as we jump down to 7th. Hansa, nice skills, nice lines. I do like a nice uncontrolled drift into a crash. That's one of my most favourite things. So yeah, as you can see, we've still just got the 2 people left in. I better no, I'm fine. Yeah, MJ Watt being the last one. Let's let them know so any embarrassing situations can be reported. So obviously the outlap here, like Donna, we've got as one of the lead in, but Marcus will need to move aside. Racer Tay is going to have to just get past him on the next straight. He's got enough speed just to go past him. I could probably have to slip down to about 7th, I would guess, off this first lap, unless there's any other GR1s sat back in the room waiting. MJ Walter in the Nissan leading them out. Fitman G's very close behind on his lap out, maybe be looking for a bit of slipstream. Or just waiting his time. Racer Tay, he's wanting to push on. So let's check NJ Walter on his first flying lap. So the cars get quite put off on those inside sausages, it might be worth keeping off those. We'll soon see how they get used to the cars on the track and see which lines they start taking. So we'll go on board with MJ Walter and see how he comes in. Oh, slightly off the apex there. Getting used to it all. So coming out of the second Lesmo. Racer Tay goes a bit wide. So into cover Violoni, which leads into Ascari. And all the way up the approach into the Curva Parabolica. So the first flying lap of the evening is a 1:36. Vitamin G smashing up. Vitamin G, very good in the other GR series throughout the IGTL. If you're not familiar with other IGTL races, then tap that into the YouTube search. Robbo Racers, his channels covers the GR3. And also on the ERT channel there's also some good race coverage on there as well. Some chap called Thunder. The world's second most campest commentary known to man, but he's superb. It's well worth tuning into that one. So for Buki then, at the moment setting the fast time, going faster than Vitamin G there, picking himself up a little penalty. But let's see how things are going further on down. So we've got Night Donna with Hunty quite far behind him. Let's have a look at Hunty. The Demon Tweaks literally on his car. He'll be confident this evening. Let's check through results and see who's in the positions throughout the individual classes. So for the GR1 class we've got Vitamin G in first place, and he's leading at the moment by 17 points from Fabuki, with Wrighton Lad 5 points behind that. Crazy, who's not racing this evening, is next with Crazy Buttocks, You're Gutted, MJ Walter and Racer Tay. But in the GR3s we've got Hunty at the top, BJ Robbo in second, ERT M3 guy, Hansa, Herbie, Indice and Foxy. So how does that link up into the overalls then? Well, let's have a look and see where the points are going. Vitamin G is the overall leader at this moment in time, with ERT Hunty in second place, Fabuki third, Wrighton Lad fourth, BJ Robbo fifth, Crazy, who's dropped out in 6th. 7th is Crazy Buttocks, or Emperor Buttocks now. 8, ERT M3 Guy 100. 9, Hansa, Herbie, followed by MJ Walter, Matt Harris, Racer Tay and Foxy. Let's watch BJ Robbo as he goes round. This little Yorkshire T symbol and the Yorkshire White Rose on the side as well. So the car's getting used to the track now and the track should be cleaning up a little bit. They should be putting in some faster times. Be interested to see how things change. For Pookie still in 1st, Vitamin G 2nd, Racer Tay 3rd, Right and Lad 4th, MJ Walter 5th, 6th Night Donna. That's a really good push up the top for him. He's doing very well there. M3 Guy, if he can keep that or increase that, that'd be excellent for him. He's a very good racer, probably one of the best defenders as well. It's so difficult to get past him. Very fair though. Indice behind him, Hunty as well. So let's have a look further down. We've got quite a few cars getting in each other's way there. There's an MJ White, we're up behind Gaming. That's not a bad place to get stuck behind someone if you're in a faster car. On a nice straight so you can just power past. We've got Emperor Bucks in the pits on the medium tyres. And that would be why Night Donna's up so high, because we haven't had one of the GL1s come out. I'm unsure at the moment of what the actual rules are for the GR3 cars getting out the way, whether they have to go off the racing line to allow the faster cars through, or whether the faster cars have to pick their way through. So this M3 guy getting right out of the way for everyone. There's some good understanding of where you are on the track. We'll follow Hunty for a little while. It's not a bad time. He's got every chance of catching and getting a couple of attempts there to get Indice. He's a little bit down at the moment. He could get that back coming out of here nicely. Set himself up for a nice run down the back. That'll set him up well as he comes up to the Parabolica. It's a shame he doesn't have a GR1 gone past that he can just get in the slipstream behind. Let's see if he can catch up any time through the Parabolica back over the line. And there we are, look, excellent work. See if he can push on further. We'll just follow him through the first sector and see if he can push up on his time. As we saw last time, his first sector and his second sector were slightly down on his best, and then he must have pulled out a good 4 or 5 tenths. No, a bit untidy there, hadn't he? That's a good first, really good earlier lap. Look out behind. See if we got coming now. About to start a nice lap. So, what we have Hansa here. He's racing in the FT1 VGT, and at the moment he's in 4th position, racing for Panasonic Gazoo Racing. Let's see if he can get a better time. Going up to Parabolica. Got a little bit of work to get in to see in front. BJ Robbo behind, but that's nearly 0.7, so you'd think he'd be able to hold or increase slightly to keep Robbo behind. I have Hansa coming over the line here. Obviously the rules are, should you comment on the live stream if you are one of the racers in the race, then I may be more lenient and give you more time in the camera. It all depends if BJ Robbo pays me the money that he told me he'd pay, because I'm going to be watching him most of the race. That may or may not be true. Let's get gaming. It's a light blue Audi there with a sports Pesa. And again, he's managed to push himself in front of BJ Robbo there, but only by 2,000th. There's Robbo. He's just gone off to the side. We've got reports that his Burko was running a little bit dry in there, so he's just going to get some water to top that up. Once that's topped up, he'll be able to make himself his little brew. Obviously that's fitted inside the car, sponsored by Yorkshire Tea. Without that intravenous drip, he doesn't have his special powers. There we are, look, we're back on the boil. Back on the boil. Might say that again. So let's have a look and see how the boys at the front are doing. Slip up to Fabuki. Yeah, the light blue's definitely a good choice. Oh, that's disappointing for him. But it was an exceptional time up to that point. Just put off a little bit there. Emperor Bucks following him through. It's amazing how often that happens. So we're running through the top as we nearly come to the 15-minute mark, so we're looking at, this will be the final outcomes. Fabuki at the moment, so he's 0.7 up. And it's Parabolica, he might have time to start another lap, you know. If he pushes on a little bit here, how long has he got? 16, 15? Yeah, he'll want that last one. Who else gets another lap? Racer Tay. No. So he's on his last lap at the moment. Some yellow flags out and about for him. They haven't interfered. So that's like Fabuki Jeddah about 7th position. Knight Donna's doing 7th. He's called a day in to see as well. Who beat this? Hunty. See if the Hunty can get a better time. Stays where he is. And that's a nice solid race from Hansa there. Gag Gaming, Robbo. Just finishes that, pulling over to the side. 3 guy in the pits. Nike Donna, the strongest of the GR3s. Excellent, well done, Nike. In to see another solid for him. 2 seconds behind Nike Donna there, and you've got Hansa as well, just under a second behind. Gad Gaming, BJ Robbo. Go M3 guy. Let's watch a few donuts from M3 guy maybe. Nice. Hunty as well. Superb, boys. See there, Robbo and Gad Gaming just sat there, sipping the brew, watching the fun. So this will be the quiet before the storm. So at this point we're looking at changing tyres, if any of them want to change the tyres for the race, and then the race start be coming up very, very soon. So a 40-minute race. Be interesting to see how we get away for Buki starting first. Racer takes a long straight down into that first corner, and sometimes if you've got that inside line that can get you through. Buki will have that on his mind. So everyone just parking up in Tesco's car park here. J Bolt, this is 5th place. J Bolt there, Hunty must have just rims at the moment, skidding round there. 7. Oh yeah, Hunty's back tyres. Not a lot left there. We've got a race to penalties here. Race to table is 30.5. That's some good penalty taking there. 32.5. That's going up. 33 because he's not serving it. That's going up. There's 16.7 there on Gad Gaming. Nice scores, gentlemen. Hunty 7.7. Like the 7.7. There's a certain symmetry to that. Let's do that. Oh, M3 guy flashing slightly as well as he came through. Extra points for that. BJ Robbo, he's found the accelerator button. Yes. So I don't know about you, but it looks like Hunty may be the first person to wear a tyre down. Let's have a look at Hansa. There's no tyre wear there. Gad Gaming, some good tyre wear on the softs across the back there. Some nice even coverage. Let's see who else has got hardly any tyre left. Fabuki parked up like a gentleman in the corner. Vitamin G's got some new rubber on. Racer just having a rest after he's worn his softs out. Night Donna not joining in with that silliness. The RTM3 guy, again uniform coverage across the back there. He likes his left donuts and right donuts and skids equally. BJ Robbo, nice work in the background. Gad Gaming just showing the back end and skidding back out. Nice work, gentlemen. That's some nice driving, gentlemen. So here we go, boys. Let's have a wee supper drink before we start. So what have we got this evening? We've got a nice mango vodka with a slight splash of lemonade in it. The sun was out today for a little bit, so let's enjoy that. So here we are then, ladies and gentlemen, for round 5, first race of this evening. Fabuki, Vitamin G, then Racer Tay, Right and Lad and J Water will be going between first place and 7th place from the start to see what's going on. Let's see how Fabuki can lead us away and keep his cool. My money's on him into the first corner, and they're away. Let's see if my money's worth anything. It looks like he's kept it together into the corner. Yes, he's got in front of Vitamin G there. Racer Tay braking a lot later, and Emperor Buttocks coming through. Just give it a slight tap on Fabuki. Might get away with coming out the other side, but that may have put him back a bit. Night Donna leading the GR3s out, with Indusy, Gad Gaming and Emperor Buttocks trying to get past to get on through. There's a herd of GR3 cars there in the way, and he's passed there. So we've got Gad Gaming now in 8th, with Hunty, M3 guy as well coming up the inside. Is that going to be a double overtake by M3 guy? Just the one, but that's very tight. Oh, that's unlucky, boys. I was going to say that was tidy. Fabuki's had a spin further up. We just catch the end of Fabuki there. We have the replay of Fabuki. Let's see what happened there, everyone. It just looked like... Oh, that's unlucky for Fabuki there. He just overcooked it coming out. An M3 guy going off in the background there as well. That's a shame, Indusy just being caught up in that. Let's see if they can carry on from there. Fingers crossed this replay won't go on for a couple of weeks, and we can get back out of that, maybe. Yep, so Racer Tay then leading us over the line in the first, with Vitamin G behind him. That's closely followed by Right and Lad. That's a good overtake by Right and Lad. Vitamin G just holding it there. He's a very, very good driver, Vitamin G. I'm just sitting in behind nicely. I see MJ Walter coming up behind. He's now 4 seconds in front of Emperor. Night Donna storming for the GR3s. Excellent race by him, and it's Fabuki who's getting himself back up through. He's now got to get his head down. There's still a long time to race in this, and other people can make mistakes too. So yeah, that's a obviously second lap, purple sector. He's come out of that, that's good boots. That'll put his confidence back up, he'll be alright there. Let's go and see how we're doing further down. Night Donna 7th, Gad Game in 8th, but Hunty is right up on him there. See, that's a close battle. See how he's going to do it into the second Lesmo. So he can come in tight, just get himself a slipstream, gain that little bit closer. It's not a rush to get past someone as early as possible there. Try and think. You come down, you've got a Scari coming up as well, so you can gain another slight piece there. Then you can get them maybe on the next straight into the Parabolica, maybe helping yourself pull away. That's it, he's getting closer and closer. It's all about getting a nice line out of here. And he will have enough to go up the inside. Will he hold it there? He's got it up the inside. That's a... I can overtake. Will he hold it in? He's managed to hold the inside. That's superb. Usually the car that is the inside line there will drift out slightly too far, and the car he's gone past will cut back inside. But he held it there. He's going to have a very hard time going down here. Get gaming. He's... yeah. You've just got to give the position back. Sometimes that's some good signs, but will he break in time? Hunty takes it. So watch him as he comes out of the corner. Great racing, guys. Good gentlemanly racing there. Gag gaming as well. Well done to you. We'll go back and we've got M3 guy leading Robbo, Hansa and Herbie. We'll be sticking with them through this. It's very close racing. Robbo there. Hands are all over the back of his car. That's exceptionally close there. We'll see what happens as he comes into the first chicane. Retafilio. Robbo defending. Looks nice and safe. Well done. So respectful. Yeah. Keeps the corner well. Keeps the corner well. Excellent. Good safe driving, both of you guys. That's excellent. Remember with the Grand Prix last year or the year before when it was Hamilton and Vettel going in there, they were a little bit too aggressive to each other. One of you's going to come off. If you give both each other room and go a little bit gentler, even if you come out the corner behind the other guy, you're still on the track and keeping up. So yeah, these two are going exceptionally well. They're still close together again. Robbo doing the defensive duty there. And so they're staying in the slipstream. Hands into the Parabolica. We'll check out front for Gag Gaming. With Hunty right up behind him going down the straight. So Hunty pulling away, Hunty pulling away. So some really strong driving by Hunty this evening. Night Donna's 8 seconds in front, but it's not often if you're driving the same type of car or same group of car as Night Donna that you're going to be in front of him. Very strong driver. Fabuki in front. He's catching the buttocks. Getting himself sensible now. He's got that aero damage. Look, that'll be slowing him down something. Chronic. Maybe his right hand corner might be okay, but his left probably not. See how those cars handle. Emperor Bucks getting very tasty with it, with Walter though. Oh, Walter goes wide, just catches the sausage curb on the side, or the high raised curb. That's slowing down his top speed coming out of there. Let's see if MJ Walter again managed to come up. Walter holding it into the chicane there. And Prabhupada staying sensible. It's all about drive and brakes this track. Brake in the right place, get good traction in the other places. A fantastic battle with these two. So MJ Watt has just built himself up a nice enough little gap there to be able to take steady, but Emperor Bergs in like a flash, and you notice in the background Fabuki's catching up, just caught himself a little 1 second penalty. That'll be That'll annoy him, slowing down a little bit. But yeah, that's freed Emperor Buttocks up now. We'll see if he can make any more moves. Vitamin G in front of Right and Lad. 5 seconds in front, Racer Tay. But let's see what's going on back with the GR3s. So Night Nodder now keeping the 10 seconds in front of ERT Hunty. He's managed to stretch the 1.8 to Gad Gaming. 3 seconds behind him. It's ERTM3 guy, 100. That's a mouthful, might have to have another drink. And Hansa as well. And they're just about to come up to be lapped here, so it's interesting. As we said earlier, unsure if, obviously if you get the blue flag, you've got to be aware of people behind. When they're that fast, you'd expect them to race a Tay, just having a little bit of agricultural session in the background. Doesn't look like he's lost himself much time at all. You'll find that in these races, the better drivers have this unique knack of getting themselves out of the trouble they've got themselves into. So let's see, Tay just sits in behind yet, and he'll get past no problem at all. Hansa not needing to alter his line or anything there, but he's going to have to be aware. I mean, you've got Robbo there being taken. He's got a slight penalty, and he's taken it in exactly the right place. If there was to be an example of following the rules on how to take a penalty, that would have been it there. Excellent, Robbo. Herbie. I believe Herbie has pitted earlier, so we guess he had a little bit of damage there. So what he needs to do now is get his head down, just concentrate, at least try and keep that time the same to Robbo in front. Accidents happen to other cars as well, and it's easy to get back involved. But if he lets himself just relax a little bit too much, he'll find himself dropping off a little bit too much. So we'll chat back with Herbie again and see if he's got that 58 seconds on Robbo. He just needs to get his head down and push on. He's got much better tyres than Robbo, and Robbo in front of him there. He's 4 seconds behind Indusy, with Right and Lad coming up behind him. That's made it go a bit squirmy. Might just put him off a little bit there as well. Sometimes you've got the faster car coming in behind. It's other cars appear larger in rear view window, maybe. Hansa M3 guy, he has caught Gad Gaming something chronic there. That's a good time to jump to him. And there we are. Sorry, I just answering to someone on the string. Still going on support for God. We've got Hansen now dropping back. He's 7 seconds behind. With Indusy now 9 seconds behind there. BJ Robbo, and we said we'd check back, and he's taken 3 seconds off Robbo there. That's the soft tyres certainly helping him out there, but it's all coming back. So blue flags there for Gad Gaming. Fourth and fifth, very close to each other. Let's jump up the fourth. For Buki, as we see, has done very well. Oh, he's just picked himself up another penalty. That must be for Buki's worst corners in the entire game. They've raced quite a few times with Foobs over the year or so that the game's been out. He's not usually the kind of guy who goes around just skimming off penalties here, there and everywhere, so it's very disappointing for him to do that. He'll get his head down now. His wee Geordie head down and concentrate, and he'll pull himself through. There we are. But fourth after falling behind, so he's got under 10 seconds to push now, Foobs. See how he gets on. Right and lad in front. Going past Hunty. Vitamin G, second place there, but he's catching now on Racer Tay. Let's have a look. So Racer Tay with the softer tyre compound had that probably had the really good pull from the start over Vitamin G with his mediums. What's the fuel like? Racer Tay holding the fuel though, maybe that's doing a bit of fuel saving over the last couple of laps from Racer Tay. So Racer Tay in first place, Vitamin G in second. We'll check back on them later as we go down through the order of Wright and Ladd in third. He's now still the 10 seconds in front of Ibuki. Let's see how he... Yes, didn't want to put the Murray Walkers on him, but he got through there superbly. Emperor Bucks as well, still pushing on. Maybe the medium's coming back into life. MJ Walter. Yeah, like Donna. Or just flip behind to receive Ibuki going up and overtaken. So yeah, that's Night Donna pushing on, doing extremely well. Said earlier, you've got to be in a certain class to be up with Nike, because he, especially in the GR3s, I think I can always remember him being exceptionally strong. Hunty as well, like with M3 guy hunting him down. Oh, it just didn't sound right. But we'll run with it for the time being, and maybe even use it again later. Into the pits from Hunty. And comes in, yeah, the fuel was at a level, so M3 guy, just a little bit left. Hunty there coming in first. Gad Gaming coming in as well. Hansa looks like he might be able to stay out for another lap. He certainly does. Let's have a look as we go down through. Indice carries on. Robbo, he's got plenty of fuel in his tank, but he's coming in as well. See if his team looks hard. So we were talking about Herbie behind. He's had a lot of the back markers, but we'll see how he comes around, because this will be the point that when Robbo there comes out of the pits, we'll be looking at where Herbie is behind. We didn't see what damage he had, but that'll be interesting to note. Robbo there still with the guys looking at his livery. He's out of the pits nice and easy. Gad Gaming coming out, so he's back a little bit behind him. Robbo coming out. And keep his eyes open because of Vitamin G. Lovely gentleman. Lovely, lovely racing. Letting just enough room. Didn't spoil his race particularly. May have slowed him down by half a second. No one touched. No hard feelings. We move on. Hunty again. I think this is going to be a stronger second half of the race for coming up for Hunty. Looks like he's had a good steady race from that bit. And through as we see the gaps that are starting to form between. So we've got MJ Watt 17 seconds off Emperor Buttocks, 4 seconds behind Fubuki. Fubuki just slowing down there a little bit, might have had some traffic behind Wright and Ladd. Vitamin G being caught by Wright and Ladd. It's just going to serve that penalty off. Racer Tay stretching out a little bit more there. Again, these GR1 cars, they'll probably be looking to pit halfway through. It looks like the guy's been able to save the fuel, so it'll be a one stop, should be for those. And very tidy through the second Lesmo. Nice and tidy, boys. So yeah, sometimes you think with races that do have the GR1s and the GR3s together, it should, you know, the difference in the braking zones, the difference in the top speeds, etc. There could be some problems between the cars, but this evening so far doesn't seem to have been too bad for what we've seen on camera anyway. Half an hour remaining. Nice bit of squirmy. M3 guy here, let's ride on board with M3 guy for a while. He says, can't do that. Wanted to. Find this racer take comes on through. Hunty with M3 guy behind him. And only 2 seconds behind him is Gad Gaming as well. Looks like Gad Gaming may have kept the same tyres on and just fueled. M3 guy pushing on, following Hunty there. Vitamin G hunching him down. I'm going to stop, that's not going to be used again. See if he can keep himself on and see a little bit more. Hold it together. Hold it. Yeah, he kept that. Seeing how to help Robbo now, because he'll notice that that time to indice in front of him has just dropped. Oh, for Books. See if we can go to... You'll be in 4th place. 4th place for Bookie. Had himself enough of a gap behind though with Emperor Buttocks. Again, here we are at the start of the GR3s. Night Donna, ERT Hunty, closely followed still by M3 guy. Again, he's closely followed by Gad Gaming. Hansers giving him the indices right up behind him as well. Robbo, you'll notice it's only the 7 seconds behind now. That'll give him a bit of encouragement, give him the come up. And Herbie as well, so he's managed to take 11 seconds out. But he's obviously on a different pit strategy now after that earlier damage. So Racer Tay just setting the fastest lap of the race. We'll stay on board with him as he pushes around the outside. Of a corner that said something like the Biasono. Comes in Della de Rogia. First Lesmo. Setting himself up nicely for the second Lesmo. Down the approach into the first left, which is the Vialone. And as he starts to turn right again, he's moving into the Via Anti-Ascari. Keeping a really good speed out of there as well. Emperor Buttocks coming back into the pits. As we're reaching the coming up to halfway, boys. So Emperor there getting a little bit friendly with the inside Onco. That's tidy through there and out. It's got Walter catching up behind him as well. We'll keep an eye on those two. Night Donna. Good traction. Off he goes to start his 13th lap. Hunty now. Just increasing that distance to M3 guy again. It looks like that's stretched by about 1.4. But M3 guy, he's stretched the gap behind him as well. So they're all just settling in this mid-race. This is a really difficult time in the race where people just start to relax. The drivers just they have their rhythm, and sometimes they can just drop off that rhythm slightly. Times drop. So sometimes you need to just shake yourself, get your head down, concentrate again, get back into a faster rhythm. Sansa is aware of the gap behind him to Windassea. It's 6.3. Let's see how that closes down. The yellow flag's in front. So if we go up into third place, I think that Wrighton lad has had an accident. There's no damage on the car, but I think he must have had an accident there. Yeah, he's dropped back an awful lot. It's unfortunate we didn't see that, but I would guess that then it was into the Rogier chicane there. And again, that's like we said earlier with Fabuki with his unfortunate incident, should we say. Other things happen to other people, and you find yourself back in a race with someone before you know it. It's always good to get your head down. It looks like that's going to come back to him now with Wrighton lad in front. He'll be able to concentrate on him and give him someone to pace himself against. And 3 guy again, he's still dropping slightly. There's not that much of a fallback there from Hunty. Gad Gaming is dropping back off him though. Let's see which GR1 he's got coming. So he's got Fabuki coming up behind him. These teammates here, this will be an opportunity for them to see themselves both on track. There you are, boys. It follows you as you both come out through the first Lesmo, with Wrighton lad still up behind there. So yeah, we've got Fabuki past Wrighton lad. He's like we said, there was going to be a little bit of work to do. Racer Tate into the pits there in first position. Fitman G coming into the Parabolica. Racer Tate out. That's 16 off, that's taking that right down. Again, we drop back to Fabuki. What an entertaining race he's having. Can't say he hasn't done anything this evening. He's got to be happy with the way he's fought back. Bit of room given to each of them. Come on through. Actually, that was Foob setting the fastest lap of the race. He does like his soft tyres. And Herbie as well. Let's see how we're going with M3 guy. He's catching back up the Hunty here. This may be him starting to get his head down again. We'll follow them for half a lap and see if he can take anything out. So what looks like coming... Oh, is that a cloud of dust I saw coming up there? I think it may be. And some more. There we now have Hunty 2.8 in front. We're just with a little bit of overtaking a Herbie back there, that's all. So Herbie here, we're giving M3 guy a nice bit of drag down the straight there. And again, it's been a fantastic evening of sportsmanship that we've seen on camera. Herbie again showing how to let someone through under blue flags. M3 guy now free to chase down Hunty, and it's only 2.7. So we have Industry closing on Hansa. Being able to see the person you're racing just in front of you on the track there. Maybe 3 seconds, but you can still see them, still gauge them, and something to point to and look to as you come round the corners. Seeing if you're getting closer. Actually concentrate in the race. Let's go back to the start for the leader of the GR1 class in the race, Racer Tay at the moment. So I believe this may be Tay's first race in the season. No, let's have a look. He took part in the first race at Suzuka. Hasn't raced since, so coming in for Crazy again this time. Showing that this is a track that he likes. Safely past Industry and away. Eat, sleep, race, vitamin G. Yeah, setting some very consistent 135s. It's got a slight 136, but that may have been some overtaking of a back marker. And for Buki still, set that fastest lap 2 laps ago. So let's have ourselves a recap of who's in what position then as we move into the final stages of the race, the last few minutes, for the last 18 and a half minutes. Racer Tay in the lead with a 10-second gap back to second place Vitamin G. 20 seconds back we have Fabuki. Wrighton Lad 4th place. Emperor Buttocks powering up behind. MJ Walter. Night Donna, the 1st place for the GR3s. Hunty has managed to pull that gap out again a little bit more to M3 guy as Hunty comes into the pits. M3 guy carries on, so let's see what M3 guy's lap is like here. So it was 3.7, shall we say, behind before Hunty went in the pit, so we'll see what happens, see how close he can get. He's going to have to make this count before he can get into the pits. Makes his way into view Antidola Rogia. Out nice and tidy into the first Lesmo. Tidy, looking smooth as well. Finding his braking point. I guess not always about the speed you take in, taking it, got a nice apex through there. See if we can push out, keeping that speed up as he goes down the back straight there. So expect this to be into the pits now. So it is quite a long pit straight here as well. It does take quite a long time. So here we have Hunty now coming into the Parabolica. McDonough also into the pits. And it looks like didn't change his tyres and kept on. And 3 guy, they're putting fuel in. I think they are actually doing something to it. They have done. So see how that affects it. Hunty just coming out past the end of the pit lane there. We'll see how the timings settle in just a second. Here we are, M3 guy there. Time has gone back by the 4 seconds, but that was the fitting of tyres. So we'll see if that... Well, it's not even a gamble. The better tyres are the option there, I think. Always be on the best tyres at the best part of the race. Gad Gaming. Hanser as well. And he's just coming out. We go into see pushing on. So that gap's fallen. There's Robbo Racer. I think that time the gap's actually fallen in front as well. So see how he manages to push on. He's got Racer Tay, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem for him at all. Just get out the way and then use the slipstream again just to help tow him down into the braking zone for the Retifilo. Retifilo. Herbie there. G coming past Robbo nicely there, Industry in front of him. Managed to get past Herbie nicely just along the straight there. Again, Herbie probably getting in by nice. Hunter keeping that 2.5 seconds in front. He'll be wanting to get some of that 18 seconds out of Gad Gaming quite quickly. Though it looks like Gad Gaming may have fueled less as well. Got ERT Hunty and ERT M3 guys, so that gap has crept up a little bit. Maybe M3 guy had a little bit of a mishap somewhere, or is just saving that fuel. He'll be well aware if Fubuki come behind, if Fubuki goes past him. Steady boys, maybe help keep each other on the track at that point. So let's check back with Fubuki up there. 8 seconds behind Right and Lad. They're swapping positions. See if in a few times we'll be seeing if he can take some of that time down, which he is at the moment. He was faster through there. It's about 2 to 3 tenths he took out a right-hand lad over that corner and straight alone. Good line out, good top speed. Maybe a nice bit of drag off the GR3 car in front. I think it's Hunty there. Yes, Hunty. Might even be the perfect place to overtake. Better brake. Oh, Hunty, no. That may not have gone to plan. May not have worked. Looks like there may have been... yeah, we don't go back far enough to see that, but we caught it on the camera there. Looks like Hunty may have got a wheel on the grass on the left hand side. I'm not too sure, but that's what it certainly looked like to me. There was the wheel on the grass and that put him sideways a little bit. So he's going to have to do that a little bit more. And then we've got Racer Tay still pulling away in front. That's taking it back at 8.6. Do you believe Indusy and Hansa are getting closer together there? So we'll zoom back to Hansa there and watch the Indusy as they're fighting. So just getting in a slipstream, just getting halfway down there. That'll bring him out nicely if he can get through and out the other side of Ascari. So Indusy and Hansa there keeping the gap very steady throughout the remainder of that lap. I think we've just missed the Hansa incident. We just took a little bit of a wobble there. Either or Indusy has just found extra superb pace in the BMW. And the 3 guy there just getting always looks like he's catching up with Hunty as well there. Like Donna stretching himself in front, but Hunty and 3 guy are still an ongoing battle. This has been going on for most of the middle section of the race as we move into the last 8 minutes. Be interesting to see how much fuel they've on board and who's overfueled in the pit stop and who's got that just about right. Could be a couple of seconds there to catch up. Steady, gentlemen. That worked out okay. And again, the difficulties there, we mentioned it earlier on about the faster car, the much faster car, having the much better braking and acceleration and traction out of corners leading to top speed. So it's the braking zones if you're coming up behind the slower class car. And again there, that was an opportunity for them to get it horribly wrong. But no, held it together, really good work lads. And see Hunty now after that little escapade. M3 guy is all over his rear spoiler. Be thinking about catching him in a bit. There's vitamin G, that may help him. But I think vitamin G will have the speed and be able to get past into Parabolica at the top there nice and easy, yeah, so that doesn't affect too much. But M3 guy's got a much better run out of that last corner. There's a very good reason behind that. Hunty's decision earlier not to change those tyres to gain a little bit of time, starting to work, because M3 guys' tyres at the moment aren't as bad as what Hunty's were. So yeah, we're looking at, if not this corner, he might be able to sit in there steady. Those tyres are going to last for quite a long time better. There's no point making a silly lunge or anything like that. You can just, he should have a half second. Might have him out the back here. This would be an interesting run. So cameramen love it from up there. Let's get nice and close. Only 0.2 behind would be nice to go on board. Can't figure it out. Hunty going defensive. Nice and tidy, boys. Great work. So that was good defensive work by Hunty. Not allowing M3 guy the chance to get past in that piece. First Lesmo. Keep it nice and tight. Second Lesmo, gain a little bit more room down the back, get closer through Ascari. You can even catch up on the approach using the slipstream and the Parabolica. So here we go, yeah, again. Tidy pass by M3 guy and Hunty there. Didn't fight him off too much, he'll end up losing time himself at that point with the tyres as they were. That's a good run, applied quite a bit of pressure. That was a couple of corners that Hunty put up a good defence there, but at some point you've just got to accept what is going to happen. So Hunty now will have to try and shake that off, try and get his head down, concentrate, keep his eye on the back of M3 cars, see if he can keep that toe, see if he can keep the slipstream through the long straights. That'll keep him up with him, which he's doing now. His chance of being faster and actually overtaking him with those tyres is a lot lower, but it only takes a mistake, and if you can keep yourself with him, there's a position to be got there. Like Donna in 7th, we said earlier. Quite a solitary race from him. You see he's 6 minutes 26 off of first place, but he's leading the class that he's in. Vitamin G going down on the inside there, so Nykel tried to get a bit of slipstream off him. MJ Walter and Racer Tay, so that's Racer Tay lapping MJ Walter, I believe, who serves a penalty there but comes out. Good serving of the penalty. That's the correct straight to do it on. So let's see if we can catch anything that happened to the Emperor there. Not 100% sure what the replay man has for us here. Into the pits we come. Nice one. So the gap between Wright and Ladd and Fabuki in front, 30 seconds there. And he's got a 44 gap to Vitamin G. So back to the race again after a break, and move into the last minute of the race now. So Racer Tay, first place by 12 seconds. Vitamin G in second place. So Racer Tay coming down the back straight there. It looks like he'll have one more lap to do. Yellow flag's out. So we start the last lap, I would guess. Vitamin G taking it steady. Sensible option, maybe. Obviously this will give the win to Racer Tay. Clever Vitamin. Racer Tay wins the first race. Vitamin G second place. Fubuki coming through for third if nothing happens untoward. Right and lads, so let's have a look back to the front. We've got MJ Walters coming up there. Night Donna crosses the line there, or comes up to cross the line. Well done, Nike, who's the winner of the GR3 category of the multi-class race tonight. Spent most of the race up on his own there, but good concentration, keeping a good gap there. Hunty got back in front of M3 guy there. We didn't catch what happened. It'd be interesting to find out afterwards. Comes across the line there. Good racing, Hunty. Well done for the race this evening. M3 guy coming out of Parabolica there. He'll be taking 9th. Gate Gaming. Sideways skills out. Let's go to the front to watch Racer Tay crossing the line, first place. Congratulations on the win for the multi-class race. Round 5. MJ Bart, a good finish. So we should have all finishers, and here we are. We round up the overall, or we did. So gentlemen, if you would like to come on board and have a chat at the moment, or at this moment, I'm going to open up a party chat. No, I'm not. I'm just going to dive bomb into Robbo's party. We've got a whole herd of people here that we can talk to. Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome to the commentary stream. How did we all get on? How did we enjoy that?
Horrible. I never enjoy it.
Excuse me a sec, boys.
So I need an R32, don't I?
Yes.
I'm not doing it. I don't
You don't need a left. Right, okay, where from? Hembury.
I know, Robbo.
How do you spell it? Yeah. URY. And that's in Bristol? Yeah. What time?
So how was the race for you then?
I'll let you know. Yeah, okay. Okay, speak to you soon. I'll give you a shout when I'm leaving. Bye. Right. Sorry, boys. What was the problem there then, Robbo?
It turns out that my car was going at like 2 miles an hour everywhere. It just stopped braking for the second half.
You sure it wasn't your pedals in the car?
Ooh. Sorry, Budge, I'm just sorting you that.
That's right.
BOP's out for everybody. How was it for you? Was it interesting?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. There was always something going on, at least, for me to... Even though some of you managed to get quite a good gap between each other and keep it, there was always something else going on in a different place to watch. And it's always nice to watch Fubuki spin.
Yeah. Right, guys, I'm going to just come into the party to say well done on the race, and yeah, I'm going to be off.
Yeah, so so I won't be commentating on the bonus race because I've now got to go to Bristol and pick the boy up.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, I'll be back again for next week's, if that's okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Next week is Super Formula.
Yeah. I should do that, yeah. Get off you go to Bristol. Enjoy yourself. I see, maybe I should... Yeah, I'm going to have to pick up like 3 drunk 18-year-olds.
Oh, the joy.
We feel for you.
Yeah, they're going to be... I don't know, there'll be a different type of music than what I usually listen to. And they've just come back from boxing as well, so... no, they've only gone to watch it. Yeah, I've taught him to run fast, he should be fine.
Cheers, bud.
Right, cheers then guys, I'll jump out of the party and I'll catch you guys later. Cheers boys. So yeah, we'll end the stream, run through the race results there on Racer Tay winning, Vitamin G second place for Buki, Right and Lad, Emperor Buttocks and MJ Walter finishing up in the GR1 category. Night Donna, quite a convincing win in the GR3 there, with Hunty coming in second, while M3 Guy Gag Gaming in to see Hansa. Robbo, as you heard, who had engine and brake problems, with Herbie behind as well. So, thank you ever so much if you guys tuned in and watched tonight's stream. Feel free to like, please ding the bell and subscribe and be updated should I do this again, or should I get asked back to do this again. And I really do hope you've enjoyed it, and we will see you all next time. Thank you ever so much.